Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to VLOGMAS. Today we're talking more series, and the series videos are not ending. I recently did a video on series that I've DNF'd this year. I'm doing this video talking about like series that I've concluded, caught up on, whatever, and then talking about kind of like my plans vaguely. And then in the new year, when I've like firmly solidified kind of my reading mood and what I want to read, I'll talk about like some series I want to finish in 2023, series I want to catch up on, all that. But let's get into the stats for this year. So this year, as of the end of the year, I'll have finished at least 10 series, possibly 11, but I'm not sure about the 11th one. I'm positive I'll finish at least these 10. And I finished 9 of these 10 so far, so I'm not like really stretching it here. So I finished the All the Stars and Teeth duology by Adeline Grace. This is a YA series that overall is a 3-star series for me. If you like YA and you like ocean magic, things like that, you might like this, but I don't think this is a must read by any means. I finished the Daevabad trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. This is a 4.5 to a 5-star series for me. I'm very conflicted about if it's like a 4.5 or 5. Something keeps me from saying it's like a full 5-star for me, but like, it probably is. I don't know. I highly enjoyed these. The Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang. This is a solid 4-star for me. I loved the first book, but the last ones weren't quite as strong, but they were all 4-star or above. The This Poison Heart duology by Kaylin Bayron. This is a solid like 3.5 for me, but for a YA series, just based on like my feels these days, that's pretty solid. If you want a YA series that has some like Greek mythology, family ties, I've talked about this series recently in my underrated books video that I did really recently, so check that out if you want more info, but I would still recommend this. The Tex Galan duology by Arcadia Martine. This was just a 3-star for me. I read this specifically for the Hugo Awards. I read the second book on audio, which is why I don't own it. A lot of people really like it. I think I'm in the minority here, but this is just fine for me. The Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers is a 5-star series for me. Every single book in the series is 5 stars. I highly recommend it. The Gilded Wolf series by Rashi Chakshi is a solid 4-star for me. There are some like weaker points here, but again, for a YA series, highly recommend this. The Imperium trilogy by Claire Legrand. This is like a 3.5 to 4 stars. There's parts of this series that are a 4-star to me, and there's parts that aren't as strong. And it was a bit of a drag for me at times, but I do think this is a very quality series, especially if you want a main character's decline into villainy. The King of Scars duology by Leigh Bardugo, a 3-star series for me. I did like the second book more than the first, but the first was such a disappointment, and I still stand by, I don't think this series needed to be written, this story. I don't think it needed to be told. And the Inheritance trilogy by N.K. Jemisin was, or will be, series number 10. I'm currently listening to the audiobook of the final book. These have all been like 3 stars. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the final book, but I will be shocked if it's above like a 3.5. I think the world building is really strong, and for her like debut series, you can definitely see how her writing has evolved. Like, for example, she's gotten away from writing romance. This is like, there's some heavy romance themes in these. She's strayed away from that. I think that's good. I don't think romance is her strong suit, but the world in here is very cool, and like own world gods and things like that. But yeah, not its strongest, but I recommend reading all of N.K. Jemisin's backlist. So even though this is just a 3-star, if there's some elements in here that you think you'll like, still recommend it. The audiobooks tend to be pretty good too. I caught up on 2 series this year, or I will, because this series, I'm still gonna read the other book later on this month, but that'll definitely happen. The first is Legendborn, so Blood March came out this year, and I'm gonna have read that by the end of the year. And I also caught up on the Locked Tomb series with Nona the Ninth. That, again, came out this year. So, with all that being said, my current stats for like finished, unfinished, whatever. Well, actually, I don't have my finished stats. I think I've finished like 58 series, like overall in my lifetime that I've calculated. But this year, I'll have finished 10 or 11. The other series that I could finish is the Binti series. It kind of depends on if I just have enough time at the end of the year. It's a novella series. I've technically read the second book, so I only need to finish the third, but I don't remember a lot of the second book, so I'm gonna have to reread it. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. So all of my stats here don't include Binti. They include Binti as an unfinished series. So I have 26 unfinished series. 7 of those are series that are currently still ongoing, but I'm caught up on them, but they're ongoing. But like I've read as many as there is out right now. 10 of those are series that are completed, and I just haven't completed them. And then the rest are series that I have not caught up on, and also they're ongoing. And also I mentioned that I DNF'd 5 series this year as well, but there's another video for that. So my plans for next year, more broadly, that you will then hear like which series that I'm for sure prioritizing next year in different videos. At least 4 of the caught up on series that are currently ongoing are supposed to have their final book coming out in 2023. Like 4 are confirmed and then potentially 6. So there's 2 more that could happen, but we're not sure, mostly because those books, like the most recent installment just came out and I don't know if it's gonna come out, like the final book will come out end of 2023 or not. And all of those I really want to just be done with in 2023. All of those are ones that I want to like stay on top of. For the most part, I think I will be able to, and like a lot of those are high priority series anyway, so I plan on concluding those as those books come out. So of the series that are completed but I haven't finished, 2 of those have only 1 book left. Again, one of those has been D, so it might happen, but 2 of those series just have 1 book left, so I really just want to wrap up those series since there's only 1 left. 5 of those series have 2 books left. So those are the series, like the completed series, that's gonna definitely be something that I'm gonna strive for again in 2023 because they're done. Like, I can finish them, let's get them off the plate, and not try to add too many new series that are coming out maybe this year and like next year to the list, and then have a bunch of ongoing series again. Like, I wanna wrap up some of these completed series. Then of the series that are ongoing, but I'm not caught up with the ongoing pieces yet, 4 have only 1 book for me to catch up on. So again, those are ones that I wanna prioritize. A lot of them I also have the next book on my shelf, so I want to get to those ASAP. So with all that being said, that accounts for 20 to 22, depending on if those like 2 series that we're not sure about, if they come out with the next book next year. That's 20 or 22 books already accounted for of next year's reading, which I'm always like about, but I tend to read mostly series anyway. You'll see that in my stats when like I fully do the end of the year stats. So that's fine. And this year I'll have gotten close to, if not hit 100 books. And again, a lot of these are like very big chunky books, as you guys have seen with like all these series and things. So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do that. And that's only, again, like 20% of my reading then is gonna be like catching up on these series. So I think that's cool. I will probably also have some stretch goals with like some of these other series that have multiple books in them that I will want to get more read on, but I'm not putting that in as like a solid goal. Like, for example, off the top of my head, I'm going to continue more of my reread of the Anita Blake series, but there's like 20 something books in that series. And the Kate Daniels series has like, what, 10? So like, I'm gonna make some more progress on some of those, but those are not ones that I will fully catch up on or complete, I don't think, next year. So yeah, my goals are the ones that like I only have a few books left. Let's wrap them up, baby. You know, you want to read them, let's do it. So those are my plans for my current series stats. And I'm actually pretty happy with my series stats. Again, I've finished double the series that I have like ongoing. There's a bunch that are gonna be very easy to conclude or catch up on. And they're all series I'm excited about. Anything that I am not excited about, I have officially DNF'd as of that last video. So yeah, those are my series stats. Comment below, let me know kind of where your series sit. Again, I know I have a spreadsheet, not everyone has that, and maybe you're not sure, but kind of what are your plans? Do you try to prioritize series? Are a lot of them in limbo? Let me know. So thank you all for watching. I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.